Do you actually know how a third place team can still go on and win the World Cup? What happens now if a goalkeeper wastes time on a goal kick, or a fullback takes too long on a throw-in? How can a player get suspended and then suddenly be forgiven and come back with a clean slate in the same tournament? And with 48 teams across 3 countries, what does the new format really mean for your national team's chances? We've got 12 groups of 4 teams each. Every team plays 3 games, and then the chaos starts. Top 2 from every group go through. That's 24 teams, plus the 8 best third place teams to make a brand new round of 32 for the first time ever at a World Cup. A lot of teams will qualify with just 3 or 4 points if they time their wins right. Best third place sounds simple, but it's not. First, they look at points, then goal difference, then goals scored. Still tied, they go to fair play points. Yellow card is -1. Second yellow turning into red is -3. Straight red -4. Yellow plus straight red -5. The team with the fewest minus points finishes higher. And if they're still locked, FIFA ranking breaks the tie. Same idea inside the groups. If teams are level on points, they start with head-to-head. Who beat who, before looking at goal difference and goals. Only after that do they go to fair play and the ranking. Now, the schedule is brutal. Because of that new round of 32, whoever wins the World Cup has to play 8 matches instead of 7, and it all kicks off with a nostalgic opener. Mexico versus South Africa on June 11th at the Azteca, a throwback to the 2010 opener, but this time in Mexico City. Plus, for the first time ever, there are 3 opening ceremonies. 1 in Mexico, 1 in Canada, 1 in the US, because apparently one big party wasn't enough. You also get 4 debut stories. Jordan, Uzbekistan, Curacao, and Cape Verde are all playing their first ever World Cup. Curacao and Cape Verde are tiny on the map, but on this stage, they're as big as Brazil or Germany, at least until kickoff. Now, about cards. FIFA finally listened. Yellow card accumulation will be reset twice, once after the group stage and again after the quarterfinals. So a player only gets suspended if he picks up 2 yellows in the 3 group games, or 2 across the round of 32, round of 16, and quarterfinals. The idea is simple. You shouldn't miss a World Cup final just because you got a soft yellow in the round of 32. Now the fun and slightly crazy new rules to kill time wasting. First, 10-second substitutions. When your number goes up, you've got 10 seconds to leave from the nearest point on the pitch. Corner flag, touchline, wherever. Take too long, you still go off, but your replacement has to wait a full minute of play before coming on. So your team plays with 10 men for 60 seconds. And no, this doesn't apply if you're genuinely injured or there's a security incident. They kept some common sense in there. Second, the 5-second countdown for throw-ins and goal kicks. Once the ref feels you're ready and maybe wasting time, he starts a visible 5-second count. If you don't throw the ball in before it hits 0, the throw-in goes to the other team. If you delay the goal kick and the timer runs out, it turns into a corner for the opponent. Yes, a corner. So that cute routine of let's argue with the ref for 30 seconds, then finally take the throw, gone. Injuries? Whole new vibe. If you go down and the game stops and there's no serious foul worth a yellow or red, you have to go off and stay out for about a minute once play restarts. No more, I'm dying, and 20 seconds later, you're sprinting like prime Mbappe. But if the foul does earn a booking or red, you can be treated on the pitch and stay on. They're targeting time wasting, not real pain. Now, the VAR upgrade is huge. VAR can now step in on a clearly wrong second yellow that becomes a red, not just straight reds. They can also fix mistaken identity on yellow or red cards, and even correct an obviously wrong corner decision if it leads straight to a big chance or a goal. So that feeling when your team concedes from a corner everyone knows was your throw-in, now VAR can actually save you. Discipline is going next level too. If a player covers his mouth during a heated confrontation to hide insults, that can now mean a straight red card. And if he leaves the pitch in protest at a referee's decision, that's also a red. Oh, and the ball. The 2026 World Cup ball is called TRIONDA. It literally means 3 waves in Spanish, a nod to the US, Mexico, and Canada hosting together. It has a 4-panel design with deep seams for more stable flight and better grip, and it's packed with connected ball tech. A chip inside sends real-time data to VAR to help with offside and touch decisions.
Yes, it looks a bit like a distant cousin of Jabulani, but the tech and testing this time are meant to avoid that knuckleball from hell effect.
And here's your little joke moment for the video. If your team is defending a throw-in on the edge of the box and the opponent is taking too long, you're not stressed anymore. You're literally praying they're late so you get the ball back. Time wasting just went from tactic to don't try this at home challenge. So in one line, more teams, more games, more debut stories, stricter rules, smarter ball, and a format where even third place can be part of a fairy tale run, or a heartbreaking exit on a single yellow card. Cut this into fast, energetic segments, drop visuals for each rule, and your viewers are gonna feel like they just watched a trailer for the craziest World Cup ever.
Love football? So do we. Follow us for up-to-the-minute football updates. Smash that like button and subscribe for more.
Why is Spain going to a World Cup with 0 Real Madrid players?
Has this ever happened before?
From the first preliminary list, he only had 1 Madrid name. But in the final squad, he didn't even take it. Last year, Huijsen chose Spain over the Netherlands. But honestly, Huijsen is the small drama. We saw something similar at Euro 2020, when Luis Enrique took no Real Madrid players at all. First time ever for a major tournament. But it had never happened at a World Cup.
De La Fuente says it's simple. He doesn't care about club name. Real Madrid might be about to fumble a huge deal, and it's not because of money, it's politics.
If you've been following behind the scenes, there's pressure inside the club. Enrique Riquelme just announced he's running for president. Mourinho only wanted to join under Perez, and Perez wanted to close the deal fast. But now, everything is frozen. Even worse, the release clause Real Madrid plan to pay Benfica expires on May 26. So if they miss that deadline, they'll have to negotiate directly with Benfica, and their relationship right now is not exactly friendly.
Something crazy just happened to Neymar, and somehow it ended with Ancelotti announcing Brazil's squad.
Yeah, I know, sounds weird, but wait. So Neymar was on the sideline getting treatment, totally normal. Santos wanted to sub out player 31 and bring in number 7, but the 4th official completely messed it up. He suddenly puts up number 10. Neymar starts arguing, runs to the cameras, showing the official paper. But here's the problem. Once the sub is registered, it's over. Yellow card. And Neymar is forced off in one of the strangest moments ever. Right after all this chaos, Ancelotti officially announces Brazil's squad. And guess what? Neymar is in.
Don't forget to follow us.